good morning, and we are live. I'm actually in this morning. It's kind of like a business center office. Fancy desks over there. But we're getting a bright and early start. We're actually visiting my girlfriend and I, staying with one of her friends just for tonight, and then we have to go back out to more of the suburbs of Denver for the rest of the week to help with some stuff with family. I got to knock out some stuff from work. But before we have some more Friday fun, before I have to, I had an air conditioner go out at one of my rental properties, and yeah, that totally sucked. But talking to learning that I can operate, or I'm trying to handle and operate this from the go, and not having to be there, not being present and working in other areas, such as trying to develop more relationships with people in the Denver area, real estate agents specifically, and trying to get them as coaching clients to work them to better learn investment strategies and kind of a two for one fold. I've been really working on with working with real estate agents and then knowing these agents, building strong relationships with them, helping them develop best, taking them through that boot camp of building a strong relationship with ourselves. And while I'm continuing to go down that route, then running into more investment opportunities, other investors who are working in the same along lines as I am, and trying to learn and explore and grow off of that basis. And let's be real, if you want higher consulting fees and you want to make more money as a coach, you have to go to cities where the commissions are higher, because there tends to be, when I'm selling a product or I'm selling a service, and it's the transformation of things and them understanding their transformation going from, because here in the city area where housing sales are based off of a percentage and the housing values and percentages are so much higher, my program process transformation really is just, I match it, doing research on the market, I match it to the price of one housing transaction. Because so far, I've essentially guaranteed all of my clients a new transaction. And although it's much more than that, like you building a strong relationship with yourself is much more than making sales and making more money, living in or being in a cool city or something like that. It goes farther and deeper beyond that, but it's very hard to get people to have those initial conversations if we haven't had those transformations with other clients, other people who are in that same world, trying to understand and just see your value, and knowing your value and being able to bring that value to the marketplace, whether it's in Denver or Chicago. Those are predominantly the two areas I've been having the privilege of working with people and individuals. But again, as we're just now tuning in, we're actually off of, I'm checking in from my cell phone. Oddly enough, I wanted to see if it would work and how crappy or good it looked, trying to get my logo on for the company name and trying to get things going on for it, locking that down, learning about it. Very exciting. So before we take off, because we have a short one today, we are visiting some friends here in the morning before I roll back out to the suburbs. I got to work, but I have a few other projects for you guys coming up next week, which I'm excited about. We're going to do a quick little exercise. And the exercise includes something we've covered in the past, just writing out on this amazing Friday three things you're grateful for. Three things. Sorry, I can't talk this morning. 3 things you are grateful for. And don't worry, I'll go ahead and I'll go first. The first thing I'm grateful for is this amazing facility. My girlfriend's friends who live here allow us to come here and enjoy. There's a hot tub in the. I could not get this damn key to work, but there's a hot tub and a pool over there, and I'm definitely gonna get in that sucker before I leave this place. I am beyond grateful for just the city of Denver and being able to travel here, just coming in here, working with some clients, kind of seeing the different landscape. And then once we're done with work, being able to go out to the mountain ranges and have fun and check out really, it's amazing how close a lot of these really fun things are just to the west of the city and the mountains. And then lastly, number 3, I am beyond grateful for my health and being able to do these things. My girlfriend and I went on a beautiful hike yesterday, being able to move, being able to get it to the airports, fly around, being able to move, and not only be able to do that stuff, but be able to enjoy it in the process. And yeah, without health, got nothing. So this facility, the city, the friends, and the health. So starting off with a few things that I'm grateful for. Next, after you've gone through that, I would say I would forgive yourself for just 1 or 2 things. Like I forgive myself for not having all of the right systems in place and having to manage some phone calls and some relationships from afar while I'm doing this. And I forgive myself for not being perfect about my timing on it and getting, like, for example, calling the right HVAC team to get in there to fix the air conditioner at one of the rental properties. And not, I was on a flight when I initially was getting called, and it took me some time to respond. And I forgive myself for not having the right systems in place or the right follow-ups all the time. And it's not going to be perfect no matter what. So I'm excited that things are continuing to move, because if we can keep our focus on where I've come from, like getting started with ownership and assets like that, like over a year ago now, compared to today, learning a lot, putting systems in place, growing relationships, just continue to get better and better. So I can't complain about that. So in that state of appreciation and forgiveness for. Additionally, I forgive myself for shooting this off with my phone and it not looking, because some of my morning show episodes look damn on point, with the whiteboard and going over the lessons and being kind of like Professor T Dog, going that style. However, sometimes when you're on the road and you're trying to expand your business, kind of grow the right connections in different areas, it's it's have it's definitely been difficult to continue to have the right topics for the show and be as specific every single weekday versus just coming on here and trying to be as real as possible with what it is that I'm doing and I'm going about it. Because again, as we talk about on the show quite a bit, this show is really, you just sip from your own perspective, like your situation, and then as we're going over these exercises, these examples, these states of gratitude, these lists of forgiveness, lists of reflection, to try and learn from the mistakes we've been making and just be better today than we were yesterday. Stop comparing ourselves to people like freaking Beyonce and compare ourselves to people who we were, and how far we've come. Because, of course, I've met some real estate investors and agents here just crushing it, just crushing it. Big businesses. And it's exciting to me because I'm learning a lot. They're kind of showing me different things, such as system softwares, way back how they put their background checks on their tenants, income, certain types of jobs, locations where you can reach out, advertising to get potential leads for coaching clients and tenants for the rental properties. So making sure we're not falling into that comparison of everything they got going on versus kind of what I got going on. So I forgive myself for not being to my end destination yet. I wouldn't even want to be there anyway. So we're continuing to rock and roll, kind of get through it. And forgiveness for coming through and talking on a dang cell phone through this, even though these cell phones are pretty much computers nowadays. If you can be able to live stream, upload your company logos, and kind of get a lot of cool settings down and make it easy and stream on multiple platforms. So again, I forgive myself for that. And lastly, one thing that I'm going to do nice for myself this week. So maybe ask yourself the question, what is one thing that you're going to do for yourself this week? Maybe it's this weekend. Maybe you need to go get a pedicure. Maybe you need to just go try and join a running event and do something for yourself. What is one thing you're going to do for yourself to make sure you keep the batteries charged, you keep yourself excited, you keep yourself living in the moment, whatever that is? Maybe you need to just brainstorm and reflect, because remember, we like to do a lot of reflection and planning on Fridays, so we have the weekend actually off, and then we can come back into Monday red hot with a good game plan in place. So what is that one thing you're going to do for yourself? Could it be setting up a plan for the next week on Friday, going over the review while a lot of the stuff is still hot from the week? Or maybe it's, for example, I'm going to go swimming and I'm going to sit in this hot tub at this badass facility. And don't worry, I'll make sure to take some photos, and it's going to be fantastic. Additionally, I think my girlfriend and her friends are going to be making waffles and omelets after done swimming and in the hot tub. So let's go. Let's go. Life's not so bad, people. We got this. It's going to be a goddamn good time. And I'm going to go ahead and kind of wrap up for today. But as to sum up, we have our gratitude, listing off 3 things that you're grateful for. I want us to forgive ourselves for just a few things, as nothing's perfect. We're just trying to become a better version of us. Be careful of comparing yourself to other people. And again, let's do something nice for ourselves. Let's be good to ourselves. Let's treat ourselves well, because this is all you got. Go ahead and looking into the phone or looking back into the mirror. That is. This is what's here. And taking full advantage, living life, being in the moment, getting excited about what it is you get to do, not what you have to do, what you get to do on this amazing Friday. So go out, kick some ass, have some fun, and we'll be checking back in Monday morning at 5:30 a.m. Mountain time. So it'll be 6:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'll be hopping back on. And next week, early in the week, we have a lot more of the teaching lessons, and it won't be nearly as much traveling. So we can put the cell phones away and get back to the laptops, because just to know, if you stream and you want to do that, it's usually it's way easier off of, if you want to stream to multiple platforms anyway. I think Instagram off your phone is pretty easy, and so is like one off on Facebook. But to do multiple off of a software service, I've come to find out that the phone is kind of a pain in the ass, and I'd much rather use a laptop. But nonetheless, we're excited. We're having fun. We're going to go kick some ass. You guys do too. Have a great morning. Happy Friday, y'all. Love you all, and I look forward to seeing you on Monday, 5:30 a.m. Mountain Time. Until next time.